Yes, some sporting stories now,
Yes,
and a lot of drama.
Plenty of drama, yes. It's been an exciting day in the World Cup today, and a shocking one too.
Oh, yes. Germany has crashed out of the tournament on a remarkable night of drama, like we said, despite, their victory over Costa Rica. Fortunately, they won. But it was to no avail as the four-time champions finished third in the group and were eliminated on goal difference.
Absolutely. And Japan staged another extraordinary comeback to top Group E and reached the last 16, overcoming a stunned Spain side who were fortunate to join them in the knockout stage. Well, in a tournament that has been full of shocks, this was probably the most dramatic night so far, with Spain left relying on the result of Germany's game with Costa Rica for them to progress.
And one of the favorites, Belgium, also crashed out. But Africa continued its strong match and showing with Morocco. Don't forget, Morocco is called the Atlas Lions, and Senegal, the Teranga Lions, are in the round of 16. Arise correspondent Aron Akerejola joins us live now from Doha. Hello, Aron. A big night of drama, surprises, intrigues, shocks, and what have you. Tsunamis in the World Cup from Doha. Tell us more, Aron.
Good evening to you, Christian, or would I say good morning, because in Doha, we are actually into the morning already. And good morning to you, Ngozi. Also, I must say that football will always surprise you, and football will always leave you aghast and probably leave you short of breath, some people will say. And that has been the case between Group E and F today. 4 matches were actually played, and we expected some of the favorites, biggest names in football, the names that we would say that probably are synonymous with the World Cup actually rise to the occasion. But I must tell you that that wasn't meant to be. Probably the Blue Samurais of Japan didn't read the script as they put to the sword the La Furore of Spain. Who would have ever thought? I said when I was speaking with Charles earlier in the day, I gave it to Spain. I said I did not see any permutation that would actually see. Okay, you can see Moroccan fans actually all excited because they did the unthinkable. For the first time since 1998, the last time an African team topped a group in the World Cup was the Super Eagles of Nigeria back at France 98. Christian, you might actually remember this one very clearly. And you look at that, in 28 years, they haven't crossed the group stage. But today, they can see that they are in the round of 16, and they've been celebrating. You can hear the noise. They've been chanting all around the town since that result actually came in for the Atlas Lions. And I must say that well-deserved, understanding that they didn't lose any tournaments. They didn't lose any game. So far, so good. So you look at that, and there's a lot to celebrate about African football, because I must say, African football has risen to the occasion, and we've been looking forward to seeing African football take its place on the global scene. I must say that Morocco has done people proud, and they cannot hold their excitement, I must say, Christian.
Yes,
well,
indeed.
Showed his excitement there, the Moroccan fan. Well, let's just say, Aaron, do stay safe. But I saw your interview, your chat with Amaju Pinnick earlier, and of course,
Stefano, the FIFA president, the Secretary General.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, Infantino did state that, look, football is unpredictable. When you asked him about, who he thinks will likely carry the day. And Amaju Pinnick did say, well, this would have really been Nigeria's, tournament, but unfortunately Nigeria is not there. So is Morocco really looking likely to carry the day?
I don't think Morocco will be able to go that far, but Morocco will certainly make a name for itself. And the Atlas Lions, have actually invested heavily in football. Some few months ago, I was in Agadir in Morocco to actually cover a game for the Super Eagles, and the infrastructure there was breathtaking. One of the best in Africa, arguably the best in Africa. They've invested heavily in sports, both off and on the pitch, both in terms of facilities and in terms of manpower. And we're beginning to see the dividends actually pay out today. And that's football for you. As you know, as they say, giggle, garbage in, garbage out. But when you actually put structure in, you get structure out. And I must say that that has been the case for Morocco. I don't know how far they can go, but Morocco right now, there is nothing that is not possible, because this is a World Cup of the underdogs. We've seen the underdogs rise to the occasions. Who would have ever thought that the Blue Samurais of Japan will put to the sword 2014 winners of the World Cup, talking about the Germans, the Mannschaft. Who would have ever thought that they will be beating 2010 winners, talking about the La Fiore of Spain? But that's the World Cup we've come to see. Saudi Arabia shocking the Albiceleste of Argentina. Who would have ever thought that an Arab nation, a Gulf nation, will be putting to sword Argentina that has won the World Cup? And not just won the World Cup, they are royalty when it comes to football globally. But that's the World Cup we've come to see. And I must say that it has actually played out. Who would have ever thought that Belgium, having come in third last World Cup in 2018, were destined to actually take this World Cup by the scruff of the neck? Right now, Belgium are actually out. As a matter of fact, their coach, Roberto Martinez, has actually put his resignation in and said, I know I did a shoddy job and I did not deserve to be the Red Devils coach moving forward. That has been the World Cup we've come to see. Nothing is given, nothing is a certainty at this World Cup. Whatever you get, you will need to earn. And that has been the story of the World Cup. And this has made this World Cup very unique, because I must say, upsets, and upsets.
And some people maybe in the realm of spirituality, football spirituality, Aaron, they will say their business is to make the impossible possible, and that seems.
Christopher, maybe if I can, let me see if I can bring in maybe one or two Moroccan fans to just say something about what they feel about Morocco. Okay, okay, you speak English?
I will speak English. Yes. No.
Okay, they are all shy. Oh, they are all shy. Okay, but over to you there in the studio.
Just let them know that we share in their joy as Africans and the rest. And of course, we have two Lions already in the round of 16, waiting for the Black Star, our own next door neighbor, the Black Stars of Ghana and the rest. What are the chances here? Permutations. This is when you know, the gamblers sometimes would say
where their mouth is.
Yeah. Aaron?
All right, okay, let's talk about tomorrow. A lot is expected from two African teams today, as a matter of fact, because we know that Cameroon will be facing a very, very tough axe today against Brazil. The Seleção, the Samba boys, are being tipped to be the favorites in this particular tournament, and they are hoping to actually make this one happen. The only downer is the fact that Neymar dos Santos Jr., their star man, their talisman, is still out injured. They're sweating his fitness as we speak, and we're not sure if you even be ready to play the round of 16. But Cameroon know that they have a date with destiny against them, and they will be hoping that they can actually do this. I will fancy the Cameroonians, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon, to actually maybe shock them, because I know Tite will want to rest some of his key players going into this particular fixture, and Tite will want to probably give some major stars a rest. So that might just play into the hands of Cameroon. Remember, that was the same thing that happened with France. The Le Bleu coach, Didier Deschamps, decided to rest players, and Tunisia, the Carthage Eagles, decided to pounce on it. They said, thank you very much. They might not be out of this tournament, but it's on record that the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia beat the defending champions, talking about France, in day before yesterday's report.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They're on. The excitement is palpable
and
all over the African continent, and we cannot but wish all the African teams still in the tournament all the best.
Especially
and
that